I love Microsoft Copilot, and recently it updated its notebook feature, which I feel is totally underutilized, and I'm going to show you how you can use it and what's fabulous about it. Okay, so when you log into Microsoft 365 online, down the left-hand side, you can go to Notebooks, click on All Notebooks, and then select New Notebook. Notebooks are brilliant to help you collaborate, to digest information about a certain campaign or a project, and it keeps all of your work context in one place. So rather than accessing loads of Word documents or PDFs from one place on your shared drive, you can pull them all into a specific notebook about that project or campaign, and you can start to interrogate it with AI, with Copilot, and ask questions of that content. So for example, we're gonna call this winter campaign as a project, and this is all about a donation drive fundraising campaign that we're going to launch in the winter for our charity. And you can either find work files in using the search, you can go into your cloud files, you can find recent files here that you can pull through. I'm just going to drag and drop some dummy data that I created, and you simply hit create. And now Notebook brings up, it will analyze all of that content to begin with, where it didn't do this before, and it's going to create or generate an overview of all of that information. So you can see here, it's uploading my files, and then it's generating this overview. Once it's finished reading all of your documents, this took like a couple of minutes. It's giving me a summary of what all of these documents are about. So I can see all my references down the left-hand side. I've got a campaign plan, roles and responsibilities, goals and objectives, and our resources and budget for the campaign, which is all about addressing digital inclusion. And so yeah, putting all these documents has given me a really clear summary of what all that information is, and then I can start to interact with it over on the right hand side using the chat. So I can ask it what are the key milestones of this campaign. So again, really great way to use notebooks to kind of bring teams and colleagues together on a certain project that you're working on. You might have teams from different departments, you might need to brief people, and rather than having to send lots of attachments and then having to read entire documents, you can really create a dedicated space using notebooks. So you can see down here, it's got all of our campaign milestones. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, and Phase 4. And if I go back onto the left-hand side, if I wanted to update this project, or this notebook, sorry, I can click Add References, so I can start to pull more information through as and when it's available for this campaign. And I can also create really cool audio overviews. So perhaps I want to brief our chief exec on this campaign. And again, they're really time poor, they need that overview, and perhaps they don't have time to read everything, or they perhaps prefer listening to briefs. You can select the narration style, you can select the style of voice and how long you want it to be. Generate audio, and it will take a couple of minutes for Copilot to pull together all the references and the materials to create an audio overview, a bit like Notebook LM. You can also create new pages and start building out more information on this campaign as well. So just up here, if I click on New Page, and before we do that, I can see our audio overview is ready, so let's give that a play.
Welcome to a focused overview of the Winter Warmth Campaign 2026. Today, I'll walk you through the structure, objectives, and execution plan driving this initiative to tackle digital exclusion during winter.
Love that, right? And now our audio overview will be here whenever we want to use it, to listen to it, or to share it with our colleagues. So while this is our summary page, and we get that every time we open our notebook, you can add new pages. So on the left-hand side here, click New Page, and we can ask for, let's say, list out the key responsibilities. And we can call this page here Key Team Responsibilities. And then we can either copy and paste, add it into our page, and therefore we are keeping our chat thread from over here, but adding it into our file. We're going to give this our name, and then we click More Actions, Add to Notebook. You can also tell Copilot how to work with you on your notebook. So under the Copilot, so drop down here at the top, Copilot instructions, you can tell Copilot how to respond. So if you wanted to focus on certain topics, avoid certain topics, what language, your tone of voice, particularly if, let's say, you're going to take this campaign plan, roles, responsibilities, goals, objectives, and budget, pass it along to your social media team or social media manager, or vice versa. You can put in here your tone of voice and any guardrails for Copilot to produce those answers. So that was a really quick overview of Copilot's notebook feature and the latest changes that it's made. If you're using notebooks, I'd love to hear. I think they're a fabulous underutilized element of Copilot, and we should all be using them more. Let me know what you think in the comments.